And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good. East of Eden is a story of two families, the Trasts and the Hamiltons, over the course of multiple generations from 1862 to 1918, the end of World War I. From the start, we know that these characters are destined to reenact two essential biblical tales: Adam and Eve, the corruption of humanity, along with Cain and Abel, sibling rivalry, and the nature of good and evil. The heart of this story is its setting, its characters, and its influences. John Steinbeck himself grew up in Salinas Valley, California. And I will say, we do get a glimpse of Steinbeck's life growing up there. Now, with that information, we can understand why the descriptions of this place is so intimate and evocative. Now, there's a lot of ground to cover with this book. It is 600 pages long. So I'm going to be selective about what I discuss. Adam and his brother Charles parallel Aaron and Cal, Adam's sons, which both have roots in the story of Cain and Abel. Now, Adam is an interesting case because he starts to represent the biblical figure Adam later in the story when we're introduced to Kathy, a morally corrupt and conniving woman. Cal is the paragon of Cain in the way that he is jealous of his brother, wanting desperately to be noticed and acknowledged by their father Adam. And we see how this story carries out and how his cruelty is the result of tragedy for their family. Cal is one of the most interesting characters in my opinion. He is in the belief that he has this vile and evil nature passed down from his mother. To nearly a philosophical extent, Steinbeck poses the question, is it in our nature to be good or evil, or is it something we learn? Now, this is similar to the whole concept of nature versus nurture. Another character I must take note of, not only because he is my favorite, but because he is essential in this story, is Lee. Lee is a Chinese-American man who serves the Trask house. After an unfortunate incident that turns Adam into a shell of a man, it is Lee who steps up and basically stands in as the boys' father. Lee has a beautiful friendship with Sam Hamilton, who is a friend of the Trasks. Actually, when Adam first buys his property, which is a farm, it is Sam Hamilton he goes to for help with the wells and for the water situation. Both Sam and Lee have this startling insight and offer it to Adam in his times of need. I really love Sam and Lee's relationship because they both come from a family of immigrants, with Sam's family from Ireland and Lee's family from China. And they definitely bond from this because both of these men were viewed as outsiders, so they could definitely relate to each other's experiences. To talk about the prose itself, Steinbeck spares no detail. It is beyond impressive how much time this book invests in familiarizing you with these characters and its setting. By the time you reach the ending, you feel like you've lived the decades spanning across this book with these complex families. I would love to know your thoughts about this book and if you have any similar recommendations. And if you're just beginning to read classics, I think that this is a wonderful place to start. As always, thank you for listening.